spot on earth is actually not too far from your house. You probably pass it every day. What is the wealthiest spot on earth? I figured it out years ago. The wealthiest spot on earth is the cemetery, the graveyard. You may ask, why is the graveyard so wealthy? Because in the cemetery are books that were never written. The graveyard is filled with music that no one has ever heard. The cemetery is filled with paintings that no wall will ever see. The graveyard is filled with poetry that no one will ever read. What a wealthy place. The cemetery is filled with businesses that will never open. The graveyard is filled with ideas that will never come to fruition. The graveyard is filled with dreams that will never be reality. What a rich place. The graveyard is so full of wealth. It is filled with great men who died as alcoholics. The graveyard is packed full of awesome women, powerful women who died as prostitutes and drug addicts. What a tragedy. Every time I pass the cemetery, I think, if I could just mine the cemetery the way you mine gold, I'd be a rich man. I guess I came here because I don't want you to make the graveyard rich. I came here because I really can't imagine that the graveyard would get your dreams, the books that you're supposed to write, the music you're supposed to produce, the poetry you're supposed to scribe. I can't believe the graveyard would get that great dream you have to build a business for God, or that ministry to young people that you keep thinking about. I can't imagine the cemetery would rob us of your magazine you're supposed to publish. You know, I really came here tonight because I want to see you die empty. I want you to go to the graveyard, young woman, young man, with nothing left. As a matter of fact, I really came here because I want you to die like Jesus. Don't die old, die finished. I don't want you to die with nothing left. Go to the graveyard as an empty carcass. Die like my friend, the apostle Paul. Paul says, I am finished my cause. And then he says, I have been poured out like a drink offering. Every drop of me is finished. He says, therefore, I am ready to die. You should not die until there's nothing left for you to do. That's why God is interested in your life. It's not you He wants to save. No, it's what you're carrying.